Welcome to a channel update. My name is Nilaus and this is the channel update for September on what's going on here on my YouTube channel and over on my Discord channel as well. So welcome to all the new people who have joined as part of the Factorio launch. If this is the first time watching anything with a camera on, this is me and this is what I look like. I'm sure that you're already typing away in the comments section. You don't look at all like you sound because no one ever does. But anyway, this is what you can expect to see in the corner of your screen if you're watching on Twitch. So we're going to talk about what's going to happen here on the channel, or what is happening here on the channel, both in context of Factorio and other content as well. So with the influx of new people here on YouTube and more activity on Twitch, needless to say, it's been a good month for me and the channel. So I've been using that extra influx to invest in some new equipment. I've got this camera that you are watching me on now. It's a Sony 5100 and it's excellent for what I needed for streaming and this kind of recording. So very, very nice. And that's kind of one of the things I wanted to invest back in the channel. I've also pre-ordered a PS5 so we can play PS5 games on the channel, and I think that's going to be really interesting. And that's also one of the big topics about focus on other games aside from Factorio. So I've been very much focused on Factorio lately because during the summer, just leading up into the launch, and now this first month after the launch, we've been having an excessive amount of content, I would say. And now it's starting to sort of, we need to look beyond Factorio, hence the title. So let's start by looking at what's going to happen here on my YouTube channel, because that's kind of where we are right now. First of all, well, I have my masterclass on a weekly basis. I am really enjoying it. I think that was such a good idea to create this idea of the masterclass, and it's been really well received. Lots of views, lots of comments. I'm seeing our design sort of leaking everywhere, and I love that as well. It's great to see that, and I wanted to, of course, continue to do that. I've been sort of missing out on a few of the masterclasses lately, and the reason why is simply because I had to do so much other recording. I've also had a number of technical issues with my internet, my camera, and sound settings as well. So I hope those things are settled, and so we can focus more on, for example, more advanced train tutorials and also circuits. I know those are greatly requested, and I already have scripting and also set up for it, but just haven't had the time to record and edit and all that stuff. So aside from this, we have our Let's Start Automating Our Beginner series, our new player experience that started right when Factorio launched. It has been an absolutely amazing experience. I really enjoy that way of doing it. It has taken a lot of effort for me because I had to sort of read comment sections, compile notes, make a plan for what I wanted in the next episode, and then execute that plan. And it was totally fine because it's been my focus here, but it also it's very straining, and at this point the base has reached exactly where I want it to be. It is performing at the level I want. It can be, of course, scaled. Any base can be scaled. You can just tear it down, build another one. But that's kind of what my other Let's Play is about. The Great Escape Let's Play is taking a base from the first rocket launch and then scaling it up to multiple rocket launches. And I think that's way more interesting to follow that transition, if you have interest in that, in the Great Escape series, because it's also on a death world, so it's additionally challenging. And I'm adopting a much more laissez-faire attitude towards that Let's Play. I am allowing myself to just go with the flow and just have a good time with just being a bit careless. And I think that's I hope it's fun for you. It's certainly very enjoyable for me to record and just embrace the stupidity of some of my actions. And it's great because we're scaling it up. It's also a tribute to the lovely patrons, but we'll come back to that as well. So that's on the Factorio side. That means the Let's Start Automating series is ending now, and I will continue the Great Escape. That's going to continue for many months to come, and I'm going to continue the masterclasses on a weekly basis, and also, of course, the recaps on Tuesdays for previous week on Twitch. What else is going to happen on YouTube is that I will add more walkthroughs, not more Let's Plays, but more walkthroughs and guides and tutorials for other games on YouTube, while on Twitch I'll be doing sort of the initial let's try this game and let's explore and let's make a mistake and let's figure out what works. When we found out those things on Twitch, I'm going to take it back to YouTube with more guides and more structured content, because I feel that's much more in tune with what works on YouTube. So that's what we're going to do. Basically, both splitting content between Twitch and YouTube, and also switching content between Factorio and non-Factorio content. So it's kind of a mix that I have to balance. Let's move over to Twitch and what's happening there. Basically, we are doing Mondays, we're doing workshops, a Factorio workshop where we do the design and structuring and that kind of thing for upcoming masterclass videos. I'm having a great time with this. I just don't know if we can continue to support having a daily episode just for this kind of thing. It's been very fun and relaxing, but I'm not sure it can continue, because we've designed so many parts of the game that it gets into sort of more advanced things, and that's probably, I don't know if that's something we want to have there. Let me know in the comment section below if you really like those sessions, or you can also sort of get the same sense as me, as maybe since we've designed most of the basic stuff, do we really need a day a week for these kind of sessions? I don't know. Let me know. But Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, I am continuing my series. It's called Factorio Launch. We started the series right when Factorio launched, and basically I have to launch a stupid amount of rockets. So I am doing some weird things I've never done before, like direct maining into trains and building modules that can launch rockets based on raw materials. Very interesting, very new and exciting stuff. So if you want, just come on and hang out on Twitch. I am streaming 6 days a week on Twitch, and I'm in Europe, so it's going to be European evenings at 8 p.m. Central European time until midnight, those 6 days, except Saturday, sometimes Saturday as well, but that's generally my day off. And yeah, so do check it out. I know that it doesn't fit for everyone. If you're in Australia or US or Asia, that's just it. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but maybe sometimes you can drop by on a Saturday, or you can take a day off from work and join the stream. Yes, that's how it works. Or stay up until 4 a.m. or something, like some people sometimes do. It's pretty awesome. I think it's great to interact, and if nothing else, just say hi to new people coming in on the Twitch stream. So yeah. What else is going to happen or what else is happening on my Twitch stream? Well, Wednesday and Fridays are my non-Factorio days. Currently, I'm playing Bloodborne. That's kind of part of the Souls series, you could say, Soulsborne series. I am absolutely loving it. I'm loving the excruciating difficulty of it. I am loving the setting, the lore, everything about it is just so amazing. And I want to do more of those kind of games. And that's really where it sort of transitions into the next topic about other games I want to play, because there are so many good games out already, and there are even more games. This fall is stacked with games, and I'm really excited about it. So let's take a look at what we have upcoming games. Well, the first game that I'm really excited about is going to be on the 2nd of October, and that game is going to be Star Wars Squadrons. Now, I know we all love to hate EA, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It is published by EA, but it's developed by another company, Motive, I think. And if it's anything like Jedi Fallen Order, then there are no microtransactions. I don't think there will be microtransactions. I'm playing it for the single player experience. Exploring a Star Wars world is just something I absolutely enjoy. I loved the Jedi Fallen Order, what they did with that, and I think I'm going to love this one as well. So it's going to be really exciting for me to dive in and get to fly some starfighters or some TIE fighters, X-Wings. Yeah. It's really exciting. We're going to play it and have a good time with it. Again, playing it, exploring it on Twitch, and then making some guides and maybe a walkthrough on YouTube, depending on the difficulty of it, of course. Then we come forward to the 20th of October, where we have Doom Eternal Ancient Gods expansion coming out. And at a whim, I wanted to play Doom Eternal in the spring when it came out. It was just like when the whole lockdown started, and it's just like, all right, let's slay some monsters. And I was absolutely in love with it. I enjoyed it so much, and I was miserable. I was not miserable. I was hopelessly bad at it in the beginning, and by the end of it, I think that people have come in and just gone like, hey, he's slightly less bad than when he started. And that's, I mean, that's the bar we set for ourselves. We're going to be slightly less bad. Honestly, I'm going to crank up the difficulty, and we're going to make it excruciatingly difficult, because that's where the fun lies, I think. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to trying it and just exploring that world again. I really find it super fun to play. Then already a week later, like the 29th of October, we have Sekiro, also excruciatingly difficult, again in the Soulsborne genre. Still another game from Software. It's basically not new content, but it's new modes, new challenge modes, and new boss rush mode. So it's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna play. I've been looking for an excuse to play that game again, and now there's an excuse to play it. Record some playthroughs, record some boss fight guides, that kind of thing. I'm gonna go try see what I can do for Sekiro as well. And then we get into October and November, and November is going to be even more exciting with 3 big games that will just completely take over my life for sure. Of course, in October I'm going to do a review and a new channel update, but right now I think this is what is on the agenda for November. On the 10th of November we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've been enjoying Assassin's Creed, and I want to do more of it, and especially in a Valhalla setting, so with see how much they butcher my beautiful Norse mythology. But it's going to be fun and enjoyable. But already on the 19th, we have 2 big things coming out. The PlayStation 5 is coming in Europe, and that means Demon's Souls is coming out. Demon's Souls, I don't know, that's what it's called, but it makes no sense. Everyone calls it Demon's Souls. And that's coming out. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to try it. But the 19th is the launch of Cyberpunk 2077, so that's probably going to be pretty all-consuming if it's anything like what it looks like. I've been loving the Shadowrun world since, I don't know, the 90s or something, whenever it came out, and I've been playing the tabletop game. So getting to play it and knowing CD Projekt Red and how they build games, if it's anything like The Witcher, but Cyberpunk, man, that's gonna be so awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. So those are kind of all of the interesting games. Maybe if you can see a trend, they are all action games. They're all first or third person games. So where are all the Factory games he's supposed to play, because he's playing Factorio? The thing is, those are not really having that much of an interest for me. To be perfectly honest, Factorio sets such a high bar that anything else where, oh, try this new game, this is like Factorio except in space or underground or underwater. If it's like Factorio, I'd rather play Factorio. Sorry to say that. And I may do some let's tries and some reviews on new games coming out, but I don't expect to dive into other city builders or more strategic games. To satisfy my desire for that, I have Factorio. Maybe Satisfactory if it eventually comes out with something, but that's definitely not going to be this year. But definitely Factorio for that. And then sort of the action and the setting and the story and the graphics, that's where all the action games comes in that I really enjoy. And that basically is how I want to plan both my Twitch experience and my YouTube experience moving forward, where it's basically split 50-50 between Factorio content and non-Factorio content. Split it also between Let's Plays and guides. And I hope that's gonna work. I'm one of the things that I'm having a good viewership on Factorio, which is really nice, both on Twitch and on YouTube, and I'm absolutely loving it. And then I start playing another game, and then I have like a 5th or 6th or an 8th amount of viewers on that, maybe even less on YouTube. And I wish I could build that audience, and I believe that if I deliver good enough content, and then the viewers will come, and maybe that will be a time when half of the community is here for Factorio and half of the community is here for other games. I'm really happy that there are so many of you who still find it interesting to watch when I play other games. There are some of these games that are not for everyone. Maybe they are so time consuming, maybe they are so difficult that maybe that's not really your cup of tea and you rather want to watch me struggle with it than play it yourself, or maybe you want to play it at the same time and we can sort of compare notes along the way. Whichever it is, I am excited about this fall and all the exciting things that are coming along, and I hope that you want to be part of it, that journey, as we transition to more content, more wider ranging content on the channel, without doom and gloom and oh my god, he's abandoning Factorio. The last thing I want to mention in this update is about sponsorship. So you will not see my videos, at least there have been no good reason for doing it so far, that this video is brought to you by Square VPN. You know those what it happens on most YouTube videos, and I'm not ruling it out, but I'd so much rather say no to that kind of thing and rely on the community support, and that means very much, to a very large extent, Twitch subscriptions, donations, and on patronage. So patronage is really the backbone of it, because it gives me some kind of expectation about future income. Can I pay the bills next month? That kind of thing. And I want to thank all the people who are supporting on Patreon. One of the things that I want to do is I don't want to gate content behind a Patreon paywall. So the only thing that I give sort of as perks for patronage is access to save games, because you don't really need to save games, but some people like to have access to save games, naming rights in games, so that I launch rockets for each patron. I name characters in Darkest Dungeon, XCOM, those kind of games after patrons. Credits during breaks on Twitch, and at the end of my YouTube videos. So you know, I want people to support because they want to support the work I do, not because they want to pay for access to content. That's how I'd like to do this. So therefore, I'm extremely grateful that there are some people who choose to support. And if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I make all this available. This is just come on, hang out, just be part of the community. I love that. And if some want to support, I'm really appreciating that as well. So thank you everyone for being part of the community here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Discord, even following on Twitter. I try to be more active on Twitter, so do check that one out. All of those things, links in the description below as usual. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in one of those places. And as always, take care and stay effective.